What's up, guys? On this episode of Hotel Ford, we're messing with the old Furbifer again, and we're just gonna see if we can't maybe possibly get the clutch pedal situation in again, because it sure would be fun to drive it around the yard. All right. So here's the situation. See, we got our clutch and our brake pedal here. And up there, the clutch pedal is attached to a rod that slips through the brake pedal. So the brake pedal's like using that rod as a pivot and attachment point up there. And over on this side, that bushing is shot out. There's so much play in here that the clutch pedal moves, I don't know, an eighth, a quarter, a significant portion of its travel. Just moving that bushing around, it moves so much that the brake pedal wiggles around with it. So, to start with, I want to get up in here and get that nut off. Get the little arm off that goes to the clutch master cylinder right there. And see if we can't do something about that big bushing. Because my theory here was that the reason my dad couldn't get in between gears after he set off, and the reason he began having starting problems, is because the clutch pedal can't go down far enough to engage the switch or completely disengage the clutch. So let's do something. All right. So this is what it looks like with the little arm removed. See, I got my paint marker on there because you can put that clutch arm back on in many different orientations. But anyway, here's the issue. And the correct thing to do from here is pull these two bolts out of the top and these four out back here, get this whole pedal assembly out. We'll also have to get the clutch master loose up there in the front. He's bolted to it from this way. And get this whole assembly out. It has occurred to me that I don't think I have the correct bushings for it. So for now, I may entertain the idea of getting those broken pieces in there, getting those out, and maybe seeing about fashioning a bushing between the wrong ones that I have and pipe or something. But I did see a video online where a guy listed the correct part number for those things, so we'll get them on the way too, just in case that doesn't work out. So, I did a little hack job thing, because my bushings are the wrong size, and we are going to order the right ones, but I'm also impatient, and we might as well find out, right? So I mutilated a fuel line clip tool, and up over there, I hate this stupid yellow wire. We need to get this out of here. That was someone running fog lights into the cab. Nice job. Anyway, about like this repair here. So I was able to fish out about half of that busted up bushing there. It's completely separate from the other half of it over there. But the top half of it was like real stuck in there. I need to do the right thing and remove the assembly to get that out all the way. So I figured I might as well try. There's that piece of the mutilated fuel line release tool. And that does make that side nice and tight again. Like, it doesn't wiggle woggle at all. However, on the other side we do, if I can get it, I'm shaking the camera with it. We do still have a little play on this end. But I don't think that play is affecting my pedal height near as much as this play is. So just for funs and giggles, we're going to put the arm back on and hook him back up to the guy and see if we don't have significantly more pedal travel just from that little hack job trick. Why not? All right, boys. Look what we have come up with. We got that piece of plastic jammed in our bushing spot up there, and over here, to make up for not having this bushing, we have a vacuum cap that I have slid on the stub right there. And check this out. That's like actually beginning to move the clutch in. So now, and the pedal's like dang near level with the brake pedal. So now we have this much play before we start moving the clutch. Before we had like a lot more than that. There's a good chance that hackery might make it where I can drive the old rig around in the yard for a while until those pieces finish falling apart and we have the same problem again. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That would get us playing with the truck while I wait however many weeks it's going to take to get the correct bushings in, if you can even get them anymore, if you're allowed to. Anyway, fellers, we kind of sort of have a clutch pedal good enough to find out. Good enough to find out if maybe we'll plug our switch back in, see if we're getting enough travel for the truck to start. That'll be really cool. If it does that, there's a good chance we may be able to get it to go into gear with the clutch depressed. And if it'll do that, then we could tootle around the yard. Ooh, you never know. You never know. I also noticed while I was down here that right up in this general vicinity, we're missing a big ol' large spring that goes in there. And it pushes on the back of that guy, that funny toothed piece there. And it helps the clutch pedal return. So that's something else we'll have to look into. It's probably not good for the clutch master. But anyway, good enough to tootle around the yard. Alright, so I just bypassed the clutch safety switch. She's running. Got the pedal to the floor. Oh, shoot. Oh my goodness, boys. This thing might move. Oh, did you hear that old clutch disc? Oh my word. Try out reverse. Oh boys. Oh boys. Put her in nude skis. Let's get the Ranger out of the way and see if we can't back up. Oh, oh, oh boys. Maybe throw a little more wind in the old wheels. Oh boys. Let's see if we can't take her on the first drive. I think since she's moved under her own power and somewhere between 12 or 15 years ago. Oh boy. boys. I haven't driven this thing since I was a kid. Or 20, teenager, 20, something, you know, a long time ago. I was pretty young when Dad got this one. Ooh, it moved. We even seem to have pretty decent breakage. Ooh. Oh. Epic. Hi. Hello.
Hi, babe. I was just gonna say, this is the first time I saw that truck pull up into our yard.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is.
Do you want to go for a ride?
I could.
Here you go.
Here we go.
The tires are leaking air about as fast as we can put air in them, but let's see if we can go around the block. We'll go down the hill, not climb it yet. That has a chain drag. Should maybe do something about that real quick.
I thought the tires were going flat.
They are.
Well, this will be fine.
You're holding on pretty good. You're not even all the way flat yet. Look at that. You couldn't do that before. Yeah, we did. Thank you. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. That was a successful first drive in a long time, right? I can never remember.
About 15 years.
Yeah, so it is close to 15. I always gravitate towards 15, but I'm bad with time, so I'm not sure. But yeah, a long time. That was the first drive in 15 years. I think we should air up the tires and do it one more. All right. Well, that about wraps it up for this video here on the old 4x4 Ford project truck. That was pretty epic. Even some of the tires are starting to hold air. Ooh, look at that. On the next episode, we'll get into changing out the rest of our fluids in the front and rear diff, the transmission, the transfer case. And we have a lot of cleaning up to do on the inside. She's missing a headlight in the front. Hardly got no lights onto it. We got to get that stupid fog light wiring out of there. So, you know, there's plenty more work to do, but we're getting pretty close. After all that stuff and we go through the brakes, it might be time to get tires. Ooh, but anyway, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz.